What up gamers? The Battlefield 5 beta is now complete, and after spending hours upon hours within the beta, I saw many players not properly fulfilling their roles, such as medics not reviving or giving pouches to their teammates, engineers not fortifying the objective and handing out ammo, which in the beta was a dire need, or players jumping to their death from a 4-story building or bridge. Yes, this does kill you. So in this video for Battlefield 5, I wanted to provide a tutorial for those who either are new to the game or simply have missed out on some of the features within Battlefield 5. Disclaimer here, as this video was made at the end of the beta, so come launch of the game some things could change, but most of this information should be useful to any newcomers. Also, given that the launch date was pushed back, we could likely see a second beta in our future, so stay tuned. If this video was helpful, drop it a like and share with your squad mates. Let's dive in. In Battlefield 5, squad play is now more important than ever with the attrition system in place, and also the requisition points you gain from playing as a squad and helping out your teammates. So play together and move on a point as a squad, and above all else, communicate. Enemies are harder to see now, so let your squad members know how many enemies you see, where you got shot, or when it's all clear for a revive. Squad revives, taking objectives, supplying team members with health and ammo all provide your squad with requisition points, which you'll see build up just to the right of your squad leader's name. These points will be important as they have the ability to turn the tide in battle, literally. Once the squad has enough points, the squad leader has the ability to call in 3 types of reinforcements: supply drops, reinforced tanks, and a V1 or J2 rocket. Supply drops are basically your mobile supply crate for your entire team. When you call it in, it will parachute down and allow you and your squad mates to replenish ammo and health packs in the heat of battle. This will cost your team 7,500 requisition points. A reinforced tank will cost your squad 20,750 points. Depending on which faction you are, this will call in either the Sturm Tiger for the Axis or a Churchill Crocodile for the Allies. These tanks will not drop in like the supply drops though. You'll have to claim them at your faction's starting point within the deployment screen. Happy hunting, soldiers. The last reinforcement and most expensive is the V1 for the Axis or J2 rocket for the Allies. But even with the cost, it is well worth the price, that it never gets old to hear this horrendous sound come across the sky and just decimate everything in front of you. If you are the squad leader, mark your targets wisely and make that banger count, even at the point of death. Which leads me into squad leaders. If you are a squad leader, be sure you are marking the objective. There's nothing worse than a squad leader not giving out orders and leaving the team with no requisition points to acquire. To mark an objective, look at the objective and use the spot button to mark it, or hold down the spot button, move your joystick or mouse down to the bottom of the screen to choose an objective in case you don't have a line of sight on it. In any case, no matter what your role in the squad, always PTFO. This will allow you to acquire the most points and give your team an advantage with those reinforcements. On the other side of things, the enemy can call in devastating reinforcements as well. On the bright side, you can prepare yourself for the oncoming chaos. To tell the difference between a rocket that's friendly or foe, simply take note of where your team's spawn point is on the map. If the rocket is coming from the opposite end, not your team's spawn point, then this is likely an enemy rocket you need to start making your way towards cover in the off chance that it's coming to the point you're in. It doesn't hurt to take a look up at the sky real quick and pinpoint the rocket's direction. As a squad, you can also now revive your squad mates in Battlefield 5. Although sometimes difficult to see, if you're communicating with your team, they should have no problem coming in the nick of time to revive you. Remember, reviving also gives your squad requisition points, so just like you would as a medic, go up to your down squad mates and press the action button to revive them. So again, yes, you can revive your squad mates in Battlefield 5, which takes about 4 seconds, but no one does it better than the medic class. The medic is the king of healing, and it takes about 2 seconds to revive any team member. But reviving can still be risky, so unless you're sure it's clear, check your surroundings first. And if still not sure, toss out a smoke grenade to obscure the enemy's vision, just in case a sniper is trying to get a bead on your head. Also, you can't revive a teammate while prone. You have to be either standing or crouched to initiate the revive. Along with revives, the medic class, just like in the previous Battlefield titles, can throw out health packs to their teammates. Unlike Battlefield 1 though, your teammate has to either need healing or have their spare health pack slot free to actually throw a health pack to them. You can use the left directional button on the D-pad for consoles or the 3 button on the PC to do so. And yes, that's right, no more leaving health packs on the ground for your teammates to walk over. You have to actually look at your teammates now to provide them with a health pack. Medics also come with unlimited health packs, which means you can heal yourself almost indefinitely, but there is a cooldown and it takes a bit of time to fully heal you after taking damage. And this goes for all classes. If you have a spare health pack, which you'll see to the left of your health bar at the bottom of the screen, you can hold up on the D-pad or hold 5 to heal yourself. This will be important for all soldiers as the new attrition system only allows for partial regen of your health. This will be the only way to fully refill your health bar, besides going up to the health station or medic crate, which we'll discuss in more detail later. If the medic is the king of health, then the engineer is king of ammo and fortification. The engineer class comes with unlimited ammo, so just like the medic class, you can hold left on the D-pad or 3 to resupply yourself. The good thing for engineers is that likely your team will always need to be resupplied in Battlefield 5, so you should have no trouble tossing out ammo packs to your team. Also, just like the medic specializes in reviving twice as fast, the engineer can build fortifications twice as fast as the other classes. They can also add some additional features to fortifications such as barbed wire and stationary machine guns to hold down an objective. But before we go further, let's discuss fortifications. Fortifications are a new gameplay feature in Battlefield 5 that allows a team to fortify defensive measures in and around an objective to give the team a better chance at defending the objectives by closing off certain entry points to an objective with sandbags, planks, or even barbed wire. The engineer class, as stated before, can add additional offensive features and even anti-tank barriers between objectives. Each class builds fortifications by equipping the toolbox, which will be down on the D-pad or, and I'm guessing here, 6 on the PC. I'm honestly not sure. If you play PC and know the button layout, place it down in the comments below if I haven't already done so. Once you pull out this toolbox, you can see the areas you can build on signified with a hammer icon around the area and is shaded with a ghostly white context. You can even build a possible snowman in case you have the need to brighten everyone's day on the Narvik map. Next we have suppression. Suppression is nowhere near as bad as it was in Battlefield 1, but yes, it's still in the game. The only key note I wanted to touch on with this was engineers will likely have the best weapons for suppressing the enemy, although the MP40 within the medic class actually did a great job at this. But there's an indicator that signifies when an enemy is suppressed. When you suppress an enemy, you'll see this faint red diamond blip pop up above their head for like a second or so. This is useful given the reduced sight of enemies in Battlefield 5, as this provides your nearby teammates an indication of an enemy nearby, besides you just firing in that direction aimlessly. Now, be quick to mention this isn't like the spotting mechanic with a Dorito on top of their heads. This is a totally different kind of indicator and it only pops up for about a second. Next we have the Assault class. You are the demolition expert. You make big booms all over the map. The Assault class is most effective at taking out tanks, fortifications, and even planes if you can land a shot. The Assault class are also the only ones equipped with dynamite. Dynamite can be useful in taking down enemies over a pile of sandbags that you just can't quite get a line of sight on. So when you play this class, you will be the front runner into the battle. Use your guns to take out the enemy from mid to close range, push the objective, and take out any armor or fortifications in your way. The RECON class is key to Overwatch and spotting enemies for the team as they move into a point. It's also perfect for setting up spawn beacons on the objective for those quick deploys back into an objective the enemy is trying to overrun. Just make sure you place the spawn beacon in a nice hidden spot where the enemies can't see. The RECON class is also the only class that can 3D spot the enemy. There are 2 ways to do this. You can either equip your spyglass to look ahead and spot the enemies by simply staring at them, or you can shoot up a flare over the objective to spot a wide area that you can't see through. Both will be useful in different situations, but take note with the flare. Be sure you get the flare high up in the sky so you extend its spotting ability to the maximum range. If you just shoot it on the ground, it will have a meager 3 to 4 meters of spotting capability. Not useful given the size of most objectives in Battlefield 5. Again, with this class I recommend playing the Overwatch for your team. Shoot it at distance and go for the head if you have a great aim. Each rifle, as far as we know right now, will have a one-shot headshot mechanic applied, and shooting for the head is more rewarding than ever in this battlefield. Next we have supply crates. Supply crates come in two forms: those that you find at your spawn point or on the objectives spread across the map, or from engineers and medics that place them down. I won't get into details about how much these crates will supply you because the dev team over at DICE are still tweaking the numbers. So instead, just know that currently all classes, excluding the medic class, need to head over to the health crate so you can grab your health pouch just in case you need to heal at some point behind cover or after a firefight. And the same goes for ammo. Either way, these will be useful on the battlefield in ensuring you don't lose out on a gunfight because you ran out of ammo or you were low on health after an engagement. So always check around you when you spawn in, either for a crate dropped by your teammates or those around an objective. If you don't have a medic or an engineer around you to provide you with a health patch or ammo, I would recommend looking to interact with one of these crates to top you off on both health and ammo in Battlefield 5. As I stated before, in Battlefield 5 you will no longer be able to regen your entire health bar by just remaining out of combat. You will now have to think tactfully about engaging the enemy, as when you are damaged in a gunfight, your health will only regen to a certain point. Again, numbers are still being tweaked, but certain roles will have the ability to regen health at a higher level. For instance, the Grenadier combat role for the Assault class regens to about 10 points higher than other classes. But if you're a medic, you get unlimited health packs so you can regen after being in a firefight. But again, there is a cooldown. The same goes for ammo, as you'll have a limited amount. There were many times that I ran out of ammo, or as most players called it, attritioned, and I lost out on a fight because I ran out. This is where squad play once again helps in keeping everyone topped off. Whatever the tweaks made by DICE for the final launch, you will still need to keep this in mind when roaming the battlefield. Next you have your company. Your company is where we can customize and upgrade all your weapons, customize your soldier with aesthetics and combat roles, and also customize and upgrade your vehicles. The issue I've seen many trying to figure out was how to create multiple weapons to have different variables of the skill tree. So to do so, we need to go to the ARMORY. The ARMORY is literally what it is in real life, a place where arms are kept. In Battlefield 5, this is where you can view your collection of weapons and vehicles that you have unlocked and gathered over your progression. So in order to upgrade a new gun, we need to go to the ARMORY, and so we're going to upgrade an STG-44 today. So we're going to our Assault class, we go to STG-44, and at the bottom you'll see Get One More. So we need to click on this Get One More and confirm our purchase, which won't cost you any points. So then once we added a new gun, we need to go back to your company and go to the STGs, and you can see we have multiple STGs now within our class. I've already upgraded 2 of them before, so now we're going to progress a new gun, which would be a different skill tree cycle that you want to do this time around. So you have literally all 3 STGs with different skill tree cycles. You can see here a little bit of the gunplay about what customizations you can do, whether it be the barrel, the muzzle, receiver, magazine, grip, stock. All those things you can customize now within Battlefield 5. But the most important thing is the skill tree. So once we are done customizing our gun, we need to go back to that gun and click on Upgrades, which will take you to the specialization skill tree. So within the skill tree, you can see this new gun has no specializations yet. So we need to work through. If you have enough points, you should be able to completely go down a different path than you had before with your other guns. And with this STG, you see we have the 2 main perks, which are all the same for all STGs, and then you see the different paths that it splits up to. We're going to go on the far right this time around, and then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom with the less vertical recoil. And that's simply how you create another weapon from your armory, go back into the company, and specialize in a different skill tree for any weapon you choose. So in the last part of this video, we're going to talk about assignments. So before you deploy into any game mode, be sure to lock in your assignments before going into a game. Assignments grant you currency for purchasing items and leveling up your gun in the skill tree, just like we saw, but they can also provide you with cosmetic items as well. This is DICE's system of incentivizing you to do different things while playing the game and get rewarded for it. You can also choose a different assignment midway through completing one, but if you choose some other assignment, you won't have to worry about losing progress on any others. You'll be able to start where you left off without losing any progression from the previous assignment. And that should be all the info you need to operate efficiently in Battlefield 5. If you learned something new or just simply love the information provided, give this video a like. If you had a chance to play the beta for Battlefield 5, what were your thoughts? And what advice would you give any players planning on jumping into the game? Leave your comments down below. If you want future updates on this channel, tap fire the subscribe button, and don't forget the notification bell so you're alerted when new videos drop. Till next time, gamers, this is Sir Mav, signing off.